Today we are going to talk about Introduction to Microbiology. Microbiology meaning biology of microorganisms. Microorganisms which are not visible to naked eyes. To define microbiology, it is defined as it's a science that deals with study of living organisms, also called as microorganisms, that cannot be seen by naked eyes, which again means it can be only seen through aid of microscopes which magnifies objects. Father of microbiology, Louis Pasteur. This is a very well-known name in the field of science. He was a French chemist and a microbiologist renowned for his discoveries of principles of vaccination, microbial fermentation, and pasteurization. He discovered that alcohol production from grape juice was due to yeast. He observed that the process of alcohol production, also caused due to fermentation, took place in absence of air. He found out that large amount of lactic acid production was due to presence or contaminations of rod-shaped bacteria. He coined the term aerobic to describe the organisms requiring air and anaerobic to describe the organisms requiring no air for growth. There are various branches in microbiology, few of which are listed in our presentation. First is medical microbiology. This branch deals with pathogenic microbes, their life cycles, physiology, genetics, reproduction, etc. Many of the microbes also provide remedies for microbial diseases. All these aspects are studied in this branch. Some of the diseases like tuberculosis, leprosy, typhoid, etc. are caused by microbes, and cure for them is provided by other microbes in the form of antibiotics. Second is industrial microbiology. The role of microbes in industrial production is studied in this branch. Many microbes produce industrial alcohol and acids as part of their metabolism. The study of fermentation by microbes has contributed a great lot of alcohol manufacturing. Breweries have greatly benefited by understanding the role of specific microbes in fermentation. Next branch is called as food and dairy microbiology. Various aspects such as food processing, food preservation, canning, pasteurization of milk, study of foodborne microbial diseases and their control is studied in this branch. The most important branch is genetics. In this branch, there is study of genes, heredity, and genetic variations in living organisms. It is generally considered a field of biology, but it intersects frequently with many of the life science and strongly linked with study of information system. Next branch is a very new branch called as biotechnology. Biotechnology is the use of living system and organisms to develop or make products, or any technological application that uses biological systems, living organisms or derivatives thereof to make or modify products or process for specific use. Next branch is called as Immunology. It's a branch of biomedical sciences that cover the study of all aspects of immune system in all organisms. Phycology deals with the study of autotrophic eukaryotic organisms. Members are generally called as algae. Algae includes both microscopic as well as macroscopic members. Only the microscopic algae are studied as a part of microbiology. Mycology. This is the study of eukaryotic organisms, generally referred as to fungi, included in this branch. Some of the common fungi known to human beings is yeast, mold, mushroom, puffballs, etc. Fungi are harmful but also beneficial at some point. Virology. Virology deals with the study of viruses. Viruses are either eukaryotic, not prokaryotic. In fact, they are on the borderline between living and non-living organisms. Viruses can cause diseases in plant and animal, including human being. The dreaded AIDS disease is also caused by virus. Protozoology. Study of protozoans in all their aspects come under the purview of protozoology. Protozoans are known to cause many diseases like malaria, amoebic dysentery, sleeping sickness. Next branch is known as agriculture microbiology. This is a very important branch in the field of agriculture. In this branch, the role of microbes in agriculture is studied from point of view of both harms and usefulness of microorganisms. Many microbes, fungi, bacteria, and viruses cause a number of plant diseases. Use of microbes as biofertilizer and several other aspects are also very upcoming field. Aquatic microbiology. Microbiological examination of water, water purification, biological degradation of waste are studied in this branch. Aeromicrobiology. Dispersal of diseases causing microbes through air microbial population in air, their quality and quantity in air comes under the purview of this branch. Environmental microbiology. This is one of the most important branch of microbiology. The role of microbes in maintaining the quality of environment is studied in this branch. Microbial influence in degradation and decay of natural waste, their role, biogeochemical cycle are all studied in this branch. Some of the recent researchers have shown that certain bacteria can help in cleaning the oil spills that gives added significance to study of environmental microbiology. Geochemical microbiology. Role of microbes in coal, gas, and mineral formation, prospecting for coal, oil, and gas, and recovery of mineral from low-grade ores using microbes is included in this branch. Exomicrobiology is a fairly new field which deals with microbial activity in space. Now, to begin with, what do you mean by cell? Cell is a basic structural and functional biological unit of all known living organisms. Cells are the smallest unit of life that can replicate independently and are often called as building blocks of life. There are two types of cell, eukaryotes and prokaryotes. Eukaryotic meaning which contains nucleus. Prokaryotic meaning which does not contain nucleus. Classification of microorganisms. Microorganisms are divided in 5 major groups: bacteria, algae, fungi, protozoa, and viruses. Now let us discuss each in detail. Bacteria are single-celled microbes. The cell structure is simpler than any other organisms as there is no nucleus or membrane-bound organelles. Bacteria again are classified in 5 groups according to the basic shapes. Spherical bacteria are called as cocci. Rod-like bacteria are called as bacilli. Spiral-like bacteria are called as spirula. Comma are called as vibrios, or corkscrew are called as spirochetes. They can exist as single cells, in pairs, chains, or clusters. Algae are eukaryotic unicellular or multicellular simple plants that can range from microscopic, also called as microalgae, to large seaweed, which do not come under microbiology. Fungi can be a single-celled or a very complex multicellular eukaryotic organism, which include microorganisms such as yeast or mold. Protozoa are diverse groups of mostly motile, unicellular eukaryotic organisms. Viruses. They are very small infectious agents that replicate only inside the living cells of other organisms. Viruses can infect all types of life forms from animals, plants to microorganisms including bacteria and archaea. Thank you.